Hey, Dad. You have a good time? Yeah. It is.
Pretty much what we had in the letter and all. So if you make a deposit, it should still be $40 for adult and $35 for children. And like I say, Ryan and Ben, all these guys that are actually adults and things, if they were your kids, they went on as children. Then we ought to come out about even. Everything's gonna work out right now.
Have you set it up?
It's been good, Sam.
Yeah, been down.
Oh, you ugly boys and girls.
I was stuck in a picture. I thought you meant Hey, Ronnie.
Don't you have to be real still for it?
Me.
No.
Hey,
Come over here.
Yeah.
Hi! Do you know who I am?
No. You little turkey.
The ugly one on the end. Yeah, this is my cousin. These are my cousins.
Let me get a picture of you, Kings.
Okay.
Dog,
All of them girls. Are you recording? That's been good. Where did they go?
I don't know.
Let's go to food.
How more I can get going?
Unless the father said all the kids need
The guy. And he probably told Uncle Edward the same thing.
I guess.
He says, well, if you ever need anything, you go to Uncle Edward and Jean. He must have known.
I got it out of the paper for a funeral.
And they got the brothers, but how would they get? Well, and they probably have the sister-in-laws. But don't they?
Those things have
Do they have everything in it? Well, then see, that's where they got it.
If they didn't have that.
They didn't have the sister-in-laws. Well, then see.
Did he call her Aunt Mamie?
I thought maybe it was somebody
Yeah.
that you guys knew.
Chris, did you ever tell them about the girlfriend you had outside of Fresno?
Well, I guess I confess up again, right?
But I will never forget Karen when I saw her at the bank. No, at least she called me.
Yeah.
And she says, now, Jean, I will tell you one thing. If Chris ever calls you for anything again, you call me and meet it.
Well, you know, that's where they don't
She felt bad thinking that we thought they owed the money.
I'm going to tell you, there's no secrets, right?
You know, let's get 3 months before y'all
And you want it to be kept a secret.
2 months, 3 months.
And Mamie kept the mouth shut.
And that was the key to it, the secret.
it's me.
A lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have laughed. Good
Man,
Poor
called-
Kenneth.
called
Because
down
they
there.
said, don't tell her lies.
They said you was.
But don't you know why he's up there just a howling?
Maybe said I can call in. She turned right around and called the law down there. And then she got in there. And that's when it broke.
Did they do any follow-up or did Aunt Mamie?
Oh, yeah, but they know for all
Aunt
about it.
Mamie should probably spend another $200 or
They kept calling. Chris kept calling collect, and he said, I know she kept staying around the house that Saturday afternoon. Come find out, Chris had kept calling collect. He was going to be over there on Saturday afternoon to pay him his money. He stayed home all evening waiting for his $600. When he would call collect.
Old Chris never showed up. Call me.
Well, they saw Chris for 3 months after that and wondered when he was going to mention what he owed them.
How long did it take you to ask him?
3 months.
It was about 3 months.
I just told you, Eddie was over there to do a visitation. and he saw Kenneth out in the yard, and he stopped. Isn't that right, Chris?
Yeah, it's
And
just so
he
funny.
said,
when he
boys,
did.
what have you guys been
Well, he
up
kind
to
of, I mean,
lately?"
we were outside. There was nobody else around. But he still wanted to call us over to the side. We were out there at 5 acres, 5 acres and 3 of us. He said, don't y'all have something y'all want to tell me? We were looking around. We thought we could
That's great. Can't you see that? I didn't see that.
Kenneth got mad and called you over there to convince him.
Well, he did try to, he couldn't convince him himself. I think I helped out there quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
He was striking out. You were the believable one. Yeah, I don't know why. Miss Goshen, if you never get caught doing anything, you can convince me about anything.
In other words, they didn't believe Kenneth, but he believed you.
He believed me.
No, it took both of you, I think, but he came in, but it's been worth that much money along with that.
Well, in the wind up, the law was checking into it. Stopped by Edward, took what he knows about it, He said they had to come on up, not for the sick, me and Mamie. Edward said, "I'll tell you one thing." Says, "You can go all right." Says, "You better identify yourself pretty good, so they'll shoot you." And that folks come up there and scared to death.
I can see him saying that. I bet they were
I
afraid.
won't believe anybody.
Yeah, that wasn't the only thing my mother got into as far as, but they got in with Daddy and Edward and that time, but she was getting into stuff on her own.
Yeah, with Gigi, with those hose, remember?
She got the hose,
Yeah.
she's gonna get rich real quick, and she bought $3,000 worth of hose and come over there. Hose? Hose, hose,
No.
like, you know, put on your head.
Hose.
I had
Yeah.
bought a pair of hoses.
Pantyhose.
We had
And
hoses
she,
for
they
She got a
filled
good
the
bargain,
garage
huh?
full of them with a
My graduation.
$3,000 worth of hose. This is about
She
20
said
or
you'll
30
never
years
have
ago.
body hose.
the order, and they would come in and fill the water, and then she got stuck with the hose. They were, it was
Oh, it was a screw. She got the hose.
well, yeah, we had hose all right.
Different colors.
Yeah, okay.
Had
Using
every
the
size,
okay
every
print.
color, everything. But she's supposed to put them out at some store.
School.
there in
It
Knoxville.
was a school.
Yeah, she had them already sold.
Yeah.
She already had them sold as a contribution to her fundraiser.
Yeah.
And then they pulled the rug out from under and she
Them
spent
other
it.
folks feel the bill.
So that one, Daddy, he took that pretty hard.
He
Got
like
that call, all that moves. And
No, we
then,
didn't need hose.
then she got into, she was always looking for get-rich schemes. Real
Get
easy
rich
money.
quick.
So she saw in the paper one of these get-rich schemes where you could go and take 2 or 3 day course and learn how to make millions. She went the first day and she kind of listened to what they were talking, and then the second day she was teaching the class. She was teaching the class, and they found out right then how Mother's kind of gullible.
They had a sucker.
She had a sucker. So they started having parties over Daddy's mama. So they sold Daddy a $50 gold watch. So, well, hell, he was hot, ain't no doubt about it. But he had a pretty gold watch. It was a nice gold watch.
That's one of my,
Rolex.
No, it was Electron or some kind of one of the first electronic jobs that come out.
Yeah.
I told my we had 2 or 3 of them. I said, I wish you'd have bought all 3 of them.
She got
So about the third day, Daddy said, there's a bunch of them women come over here that's in that class with Mother, and said every one of them had a personality just like Mamie. All of them were similar, yeah.
Is that
But they had gone through the screening with some kind of profile they wanted of a person, and they had Mother and all these women over there had the same personality. I mean,
Can you imagine a room full of Aunt May?
So she's teaching that class, and then they would ask for more money as they went on to, like $200 or $300 and whatever. So the scam was going pretty good, and Mama began to get suspicious and all that kind of stuff. So I can't remember how the story went exactly, but they went over there. She went over there with a friend of hers, and they had a gun in the car. What was it about the gun?
Yeah,
He had a gun.
What movies
They
are
had a
made
gun
of?
in the car, and somehow or other, this other woman that was with mother. I mean, all these women are mad as hell. See, they begin to feel they've been scammed,
right, yeah.
and they went over there to get even with them, and had a gun in the car. And he went over there, and the damn place was empty. The people had done scattered. And
Did she track him down?
I believe I had the story just a little bit wrong. I believe they went in there and confronted them, and they pulled out a gun and shot it, and then the women scared. That's what it was. I think that's what the gun was. I can't remember the story exactly, but they busted the scam up by
The gun.
by the gun.
Well, how in the world did they get Barry in on that scheme?
Who?
Barry Switzer.
Who got him on this? But they busted the scam up, and it never did go any further. But it was some sort of educational fee type thing, $350, getting rich scheme.
Yeah.
Mamie broke that up. She had broke that other up at $500 up.
Her
Shit,
and
leave.
another woman went over there to confront them. That's what it was. The men that run the thing got in an argument and pulled the gun out, and I shot it or something, and they like burnt the rubber coming out of the parking lot, trying to get out of there fast enough. And they never did go back and check on
Just
that.
having 3 Aunt Mamies after him.
No wonder they had a gun.
The regular crime dog, man, busting up all this.
Yeah.
If she had lived, she'd have got her $500 back. She would have.
I tell you what,
Well, it's not over
the
yet.
funniest thing was on the second date they're supposed to go to class, mother was teaching class. Now I knew something. I knew something. They were bragging on her because she'd been in
He
sales.
said his name was Rock
Marty.
Nelson. Well, he claimed that was his name,
Nelson?
Rock Nelson.
Yeah.
And he made music, you know. Well, happened so Ronnie had a guitar. Well, he's gonna meet over at my house and have a barbecue out there. And so.
You first stuff.
And so I think, so I'll find out whether he's Rock Nelson or not. So I asked him, I want to play some music first, you know. Oh, he said, down on the guitar. I said, we got one. You know, he couldn't play no music. Well, that's how I found out he's wrong. He's blind, you know. I said, I got one, Chuck.
Living with mom was fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't take $1 million.
Yeah, never a dull moment.
The stocking thing and this scam hit about the same year.
Yeah, same era.
You talking about Rocky?
She was in a mood. She was
I
in a
had to
money
get her
mood.
down. I said, Mama, you got to cut this crap out. I said, you getting sucked in on too many of these things on this paper. I said, they ain't no.
There's a pattern here.
Yeah.
And they're having trouble around Cumberland State there, you know, about it, you know. And Mamie got scared at home. I was out to work. I was up to North Knoxville, you know. And I got a telephone call from the office, my office. Said, you better come home because they're having trouble at your house. Well, I had to come home too. And I was on the highway with that truck, and I was making it fast as go, about 75 miles an hour, you know. And the fellow going north, you know, in his truck, and he hollered at me, he said, where you going, Barney? I said, I'm going home. He says, I said, if this old truck will run, and he said, well, you want me to come by and pick you up? I said, not unless you can make 100 miles an hour. And I got home, well, everything was all right.
You know, that may be where her fear started, because she got to where she was afraid.
Put bars on the door.
She was afraid. It might have been where it started from.
Oh, she tried anything, but
She was an entrepreneur, a risk maker, risk taker.
Like to have a good time.
She's left him very well. Being able to live comfortable. She didn't spend all your money.
no. So left enough to pay my bills. I didn't have to work on that. I didn't have to break in on nothing. She had all.
See, she knew what she was doing.
$3,000
Oh, I had stockings.
Oh, everybody in the family got
Just now, I think I still have some. Yeah, we got them for birthdays, Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas, you got them birthdays, you got them all the time.
We may still have some on.
She got rid of it. She sell a few, give a few away.
That was your birthday present.
Yeah.
I was saving those.
Yeah, sure you were.
Yeah, they were good hoes, though, really, they were.
You still drinking that liquor from that train wreck that time?
What about that train wreck, Daddy? Tell about that train wreck where and people, the liquor was there.
Oh, just case after case of liquor being carried out.
Yeah, we didn't have to buy liquor for 5 years.
Had derailed up there and had a whole carload of liquor, you know. And, of course, we pick it up, you know, carry it at home with us. But, we cleaned it up, you know, and I had all that stuff in the trucks and everything. And, I got the thing, track ready to go, you know. And, I told Redford to bring the slag up there. Dump it, you know. And the fellow said, well, it says, we not hardly ready. I said, you better be ready. I said, all of us must gonna be drunk. I had to talk to everything. Everybody's gonna be drunk if you don't hurry up and get up here.
I got 2 cases of that liquor.
Yeah, I was in high school. I drank it all high school. Yeah, boy. That old Canadian Miss or something like that.
It was all the same kind?
When I was a bunch of them, it had fists and vodka and all
I
kinds.
had pints, everything.
Did any of it break?
Well, you know, we
In the wreck? Or
Some of it
Couple
broke,
of
but you
bottles?
know, lots of it didn't.
And they just took bulldozers and went over new cars, you know, and squashed them. And Ed's car, I know that was before they started furnishing trucks in Tullahoma. And he sent me back to Lewisburg one morning to get him a little red Volkswagen if I had my choice. Him with a red Volkswagen, or if he did, I'd just start packing because he'd have took his little red Volkswagen. Well, it smelled so much like whiskey. I took his overcoat, his suit, his tie. No, I threw his tie away because I thought it wasn't worth it. Wouldn't be
You know how come I liquor in there?
Where he had put liquor, or had some of the guys put liquor
No,
in
I
his
put
little
it
box.
up under the seat and all, and he's going down the road and he stopped right quick. Hey, he had some bosses in there with him.
And when I took his clothes to the cleaners, I said,
Broke it.
was your husband the one that his picture was on the front page of the Tullahoma News? I said, yes, ma'am. That's why these clothes smell like. And then I went by the Tullahoma News to buy an extra copy to send his mom. I said, you see what your son has got into since he moved to Tullahoma?
Well, if you don't want him, you can send him back
That's
to me.
exactly what
I can hear that.
But he had me take my dishes out of the cabinet. We had every cabinet, every closet, and he gave away all this whiskey and stuff. He was having the man buying trucks, and then right before Ann married, they had another wreck, and some old guy one day, I had just come in on my lunch break, and he pulled up with the railroad truck, and he says, come to the door, says, Miss Jean, where do you want this? I says, what is it? They said, there's 34 cases of champagne.
For real.
I says, just put it out there in the minibar. He said, oh no,
In the minibar?
it'd be too hot. And I said,
Oh my
And
gosh.
I says, well, all I know to do, let me move this, and you put it back in the back of the garage, and I'll cover it over with sheets.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not kidding you.
Wow.
I had champagne stocked up, didn't know what to do with
So
all
what
that
did you guys do with all of it?
Well, you had it for the wedding, and everybody
He
that
gave Danny some.
Everybody would come by.
We still got 1 or 2 bottles that we never have opened.
What was it?
Oh, really? Yeah, I think everybody had
34 cases. What are you gonna do with 34 cases?
Champagne.
a
34
lot of
cases.
champagne.
Can you imagine? You know when it rains and pours.
Feast your family.
Yeah.
Like he was at the end.
Liquor train had Tennessee to wreck a lot, didn't it?
Well, I want to know how come they had so many wrecks.
Do you reckon Edward or Ray?
Intentionally?
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't have his track fixed right.
He must have said, there's booze coming on, we'll kind of.
Of course, we have distilleries right there in Tullahoma, so, you know, all you have to do
Oh,
is
that's why.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Therefore,
we
why
just
they had
have
a lot of
grapes.
derailments right there at the distilleries.
Yeah.
Right before they reached
Yeah,
the
they
distillery.
soybeans or something, wasn't it? And he just leveled it off, put the track over it. Them soybeans swelled up. Raised that track, you know, he like never got all them beans out. That's the truth.
You could start with a woman over these beans.
Yeah, right. See what they're gonna do.
Oh, that was the
Obviously,
time
Daddy
he went
didn't
up
do
there, I remember him saying he went to the motel and slept 3 hours, and he couldn't stay any longer, for he didn't know what they were doing. And you know how it was, your job was on edge when anything happened. And he went over there and he said he thought that was the happiest bunch of men. And what they were doing, they had whiskey on that deal. Each one was just taking a drink, iced the light and throwing it over the shoulder. I mean, Julie said he found out why they were so happy working.
They don't know what these are.
That's for sure.
The trouble that Rick was I had, they sent somebody, a contract up there to move a lot of it, you know, and it's a bunch of niggers. And we just watched them loaded up, you know.
Ain't nothing.
Every time them
Think this
niggers
is
come
gonna
up
be
in
edited
cupcakes,
before you show it to anybody
they
else.
take the top off it, take it. Old preacher said, Sam says, boy, said, get a little on them lungs, put a little more of that stuff in there. And boy, you talking about a bunch of drunk niggers. Plenty of them. Me and Edward had experience, I'll tell you that.
You guys had a lot of good times.
We had plenty of fun out there.
He always dreamed, you know, he'd always daydream, whatever. Smoking a pipe and run the damn thing off, roll in the ditch, turn the boat aside. You hear that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh,
About it.
yeah, he run that thing right off the road. I mean, run it right off the road and run it into a ditch, turn the boat aside.
Shit, just bought, reckon he
I
went
don't know how
to
he'd
sleep.
had it, but he was always cruising around with something on his mind.
What about,
And that's the way it was.
what about that time when you was, Uncle Ed was living with Mom and Dad, and I don't know, y'all were chasing each other, it was raining outside, and you locked him out?
Edward used to get me down, and he of course he's older now, but he'd get me down to his beard, and he would just razz me good. I mean, he had me squalling, crying, fighting, kicking, and I mean everything. He loved it. The more he'd make me mad, the better he liked it. So he'd let me up. He'd let me up, and I'd get after him with something, like a yardstick or anything I could get. So one day it rained real hard. I chased him outside. He had no shirt on. I chased him outside, went around the door, and it locked him.
You
He begged me to go. He get out there and race there. Oh, Charles, please let me go.
You ought to be ashamed.
He just tore me up. And, but then he had a taxi cab. And he would go and get me to school, and take me to the dentist, and he'd take me. He didn't know what to do with me, so he'd take me and stick me in the movie.
At that time, they would cost a quarter.
How old were you?
I was in first, second, third grade.
Daddy just go check him out.
But mine was out on a Stanley product. 'Cause I remember
Oh, that's right. I remember when she did that.
She told me about going to Alaska and she put you in the show while she had a party.
And I'd be asleep, and she'd be on the outer road where about midway. She'd go wake me up many a time, going to a party, you know, modern medicine, stuff like that.
No.
Well, just about all of them, Wade and Bobby and Women and Gene and Ed all met over at Daddy's house, didn't they? As far as when you met Uncle
I
Bobby?
used to try to run Edward off, you know.
I did it.
And he wouldn't go. Then him got in the fight.
She told me that,
The rifle fight, I reckon it was a fight.
What were you gonna run him off for?
We'll knock it,
it's gonna be a party night.
around there was, maybe she got
Wild party.
pull it out of the way, you know.
Not all the parties are wild.
How'd you meet him now? Through a friend?
Yeah, but the thing was that Mother thought Daddy was rich because they had a date like 4 or 5 times this week, and he always showed up in a different car each night.
Yeah.
Was he
As it
still?
was just one of the brothers. It was just whichever car was available.
Yeah. One of the brothers.
So, boy, he had a lot of money, huh?
What showed up here tonight?
Yeah.
Mother would, she would wash her clothes on Saturday in a big old pot out in the back and everything. And she got tired of washing Edward's clothes, so she just stuck them on the fire and burned them.
His underwear, not all his clothes. She said, I'm tired of washing your underwear. It's dirty, it's dingy. You need new underwear. I just burned it today. You had to go get some new underwear.
I bet he about died.
Now, weren't they mean to him?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Now,
it.
he had to have
I
somebody
can't
take
believe
care
it.
of him.
That's right.
At Celine's funeral, Charles's brother-in-law said that my mother was the only one he'd ever known that could clear a basement. Did you hear? It was Harvey. Said that when y'all would go down in the basement, a bunch of you boys, and Mother would come in and she'd, Charles, get out! She could clear a basement. They'd go out the windows and out the doors.
My brother-in-law married Barbara's sister. Barbara's sister's the youngest one. He played poker with Eddie a lot. That's when they were married at the VFW. And Edward, he drank beer. He always drank beer when he was playing poker. And Harvey said, Harvey's my brother-in-law. He said, yeah, I said, I knew Eddie. He said, he would drink that beer and every time he'd empty one, he'd stack them up. You could see the whole wall. He was playing, I believe, 7-card draw or whatever, where he showed 2 down and 5 up or whatever. And Edward was beating him, and there ain't no way he could have won that damn hand. And he was staying there every call. And Harvey said, why are you doing that? You beat, I mean, he got more on his hand than what you got. He said, son, let me tell you, said, when I was in the service and I was coming out of the service, said, I folded one time when a guy bluffed me and said I had the hand one and said I ain't folded since. I see them all. And he did. Said I ain't pay to see them all.
Oh, I used to get so mad at him and that
Oh, he'd win money and he'd lose money though.
Yeah, but every time he lost money, Mama got something new for the house.
Yeah.
How'd you do that? If he lost, then you got something new.
Yeah, we got our house carpeted. One time he lost so much.
$500 one night, honey. You better believe Monday morning I had gone to that carpet.
You said if you're going to spend it like that, you're going to spend it first, huh?
$500.
You didn't know that
That's double.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, right, I know.
Mother didn't see it that
Right
way.
now.
Just over
She felt better.
Well,
she figured if he was going to just throw it away, she might as well
She
buy
might as well beat
something.
him to the punch.
Yeah.
he wanted, he said he did.
Well,
Now
I
in
wrote out the check
retrospect, it just
for it, I
worries me
know.
to death. Them ones we ever had anything to do.
I know, right?
But one was the other, well, I'll show you.
Well, what Uncle Eddie say when she do that?
I don't know.
He probably was quiet. He knew that he had gotten into trouble.
I know I messed up, Gene. I'm sorry. Well, don't do it again.
Baby.
2 months later, he'd come up and do it again. We'd go out and buy something else. I'm sorry, Gene. I won't do it again.
We lost 2 months later, and I wrote out the check, and I remember saying, God, I've never written out a check this much money. What I write it down, you know, and I did. And anyway, that's where the first Olds came in, and this one I'm driving now is an Olds that he looked for 6 months because we both wanted white and wanted red leather interior.
That first was way back in there.
That's all we did.
You must be thinking about
No, we
Pontiac.
had
The blue one?
I guess.
Mama got
Who had a green hornet?
we paid song payments, so and I guess I wrote that on the bills then,
I think
so
it
I know we
was,
didn't win.
did Uncle Edward, did you guys have a green hornet or something like that? Or
He was
what is a hornet?
Yeah.
Hudson Hornet.
It was hen shit brim brim. That's what they
Oh,
call
is that what
it.
it was? I just barely remember. I remember that because I was little and that's all I could see was the sign, on the dash. Hudson Hornet.
45 horsepower, 4-door, big.
Yes.
It run about 110 miles an hour on the deck out there.
Yeah, we never come in work. Stop this Oldsmobile from Columbia.
Oh, it's that green
We drive, I think we're driving that 44 or something. 40 Chevrolet. He told him what they'd swap with him for. Evan said, I just can't do that. Evan told him what he would do.
Yeah.
So they just took him up. So that's how come now that.
And I still tell them that when she's trade car, we need to cut down a little bit.
Past the mountains. And I guess their wives were invited, and we got in telephone, and I did go with my number.
I guess that's the color.
No. Well, I said, regardless of any of the other that's wrong, you were not happy with the vehicle.
No, I was not. And then she said, but Daddy still have the best one. With Dad, and said she always thought she was too good to come, so I just had to tell her. And she had to be true at that time too. And I says, I was home with my 3 little children taken care of where you should have been.
Yeah, that's right.
She just took her little play on. I didn't see her anymore that night. As soon as they got through with their little ordeal.
Was in rare form.
You're right, that's right. I know. When these gals are all quiet.
Well, we're telling the worst about us now. We tell something good
till they
about
get
us.
upset.
I mean, it might be hard to think.
That's where Mom
It might
is.
be hard to figure out something about
Back though. Uncle Eddie and Jim, they were married, they bought a brand new home, they had a full basement.
When I
They
wouldn't
put
get
a
that
pool table down there.
in there,
Food table, I get Jim, it's probably 6 years old.
then that opened.
And he had an ice box full of Coca-Cola. And he left the key on the front mat or somewhere on the front porch. I was a teenager, and he told me anytime I want to come over there and shoot pool and drink Coca-Cola, just come on.
Just come on up.
I went over there many times, their basement, drank Coke and shot pool and all that stuff. And one day, me and Harvey headed out over there to shoot pool. And I had an old 51 Ford, and it was, it had a wheel out of balance. And I was telling Harvey, I said, you ought to listen to this thing. I said, it'll rubber doing about 70 miles an hour. And it'll just bark the cars doing about 70 miles an hour. Double trucking. So I took out around a whole string of traffic. Coming out of Lewisburg going toward Portland before we went over there. And I was doing about 60, 70 miles an hour when I got up to the front of this whole string of cars, which was a funeral procession led by the city police. So, I was in a barking car all the way to the back end of the police car. So I just kept it on the floor because he seemed like the graveyard was right around the curve there, and I thought, well, he ain't gonna bother me. He's gonna, well, hell. I went on over there, turned off to where they live, and they live on some gravel roads. I just kind of pulled in, 51 Ford. Got out and I was over there getting the key out from man. And here come this damn car around that curve down there, and gravel flying everywhere, smoke, dust. It was an old 98 black city kitty that's been in front of that funeral procession. And he was all over that road trying to get around that curve. And he pulled up behind my little 51 Ford, and he looked over me and he said, "Come in there from here." That's all he did. He said, "Let me see your license." And I had my license, and I didn't see him for a week, and Daddy had to go to the judge
To get you out.
Get his license.
get my license back. He took my license. I was a paper boy, and I had
Mother had to carry the paper.
at 5 o'clock in the morning. She was like,
Yeah.
Ronnie didn't have a paper. Ronnie didn't have a
Not
paper
too
route.
good. Yeah. Not too
we
good.
had a lot of fun over there because they were, Edward
Yeah, I was having fun,
I thought you were going to say something.
Judge would let him have unless I come tell him.
So you had to go get it.
I kept him working for about 2 weeks.
He said about a week or two, the mother got on you so bad she couldn't stand it because she carried me every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning and then wrapping it. And so that's city police, that's when I got that letter saying they canceled my insurance. So we were going out to West Commerce there in Lewisburg. I pulled up to a stoplight. And the road coming in from a foundry. made the stove and everything, it kind of made a right angle when you come in and go right or left.
Yeah.
So the city police come up, I got my license back, and they was looking over there, both of them, telling me how to drive, you know, they're going to hit me and all that kind of stuff. So I just kind of looked over and I kind of looked up at the light still, and it was still red. So I just kind of bumped that 51 forward just a little bit on the clutch and made it pop a little bit. And I off the light and turned green, and they went through it, and the damn cars. And I saw a guy later, and boy, y'all man, watch this driving. I said,
You're so hungry.
they were mad as hell. They had cars up in the yards, and they had crawling cars, and the police were trying to fight that big old automobile thing.
Just from all of your talents.
Just a little bit like I was going to let sludgy out of it. I knew it was red. I thought I'd do what they do.
You did it. You were good.
Okay, David, now tell about y'all just been married, what, not too long at all, had you?
Probably less than, well, at least 6
Over a
months.
year.
And then this other couple was married just brand new?
She's having her first dinner party, and she invited us over. We didn't have a dining room table, it was an apartment, just about a dozen doors down from our apartment. And we was eating around the coffee table. So she brought out her meal in shifts. She couldn't get it all cooked at one time, so she brought out some salad.
Very aggravating.
And she brought out some bread. And then she brought out some fried chicken.
And then last was the potato.
Yeah, we were most of the way through with our meal, and we were all sitting there Indian style, cross-legged around that coffee table. And this little girl, she's kind of heavy set. She
got up to get the potatoes.
She started to get up, and she had a miscue. That's about how loud it was. And Susan looked at me like. Susan goes, David. She goes, well, aren't you going to say anything? And that little girl, she goes, I'm sorry, it was me. And the whole time the husbands are going like, what are you doing?
I can't believe it.
She started crying. I'm so sorry.
They were northerners.
That explains
And lo and behold,
She was trying to embarrass me.
lo and behold, if we didn't get invited to a dinner party in North Carolina, and we were sitting at the table, and I could swear the guy did it again, and I looked at David.
Don't you open your mouth.
And David looked at me. I learned my lesson. I could have swore it was David. I went, David? David? David.
That little girl said, it was me.
No, I can't. I didn't. He made that up. I didn't.